There we go. Chapter 6. Rights. Like we didn't already do this for some reason. Eva, are you there? Eva? And what's with all this silence? What is wrong with you? Well, what's wrong with you now? She got fucking, like, chased by a fucking wolf. Is what's wrong with her, Kyrphel. Have some fucking... Jesus. What's wrong with you now? Dots. She's still asleep? It can't be. Could it be that she has left her burrow? If you can hear me, let me know. Knock, 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 knock. Oh, so, okay, so I have to be mean, right? Listen, stop hiding! You can't escape even your fate. It looks like there's no one inside. Then, where did she go? I think she mentioned that she often leaves the cell to play with the children. So, maybe I should look nearby. Why is it always so difficult to deal with you? Literally me. Alright, let's skedoodle. Tab. Okay, we're going straight across. I'm gonna go and talk to the wee kiddos again. Wait, can I just go elsewhere? Apparently I can bugger off elsewhere, but I'll stay around here. Hello, have you guys seen Dewberry? I haven't seen her today. She used to play with us behind the scribe's house, remember? That's probably where she is. The scribe's? Are you kidding me? I've never been there before. We used to play with her all the time near the slatted house. No, we used to play Bull's Feast at the slatted house. Dewberry doesn't like Bull's Feast. It's the other way around. I remember it clearly. She used to compete at Bull's with Nock. Do you remember when it was? She stopped playing because of Nock. He used to beat her all the time. Everyone was playing with Nock at the slatted house the other day. Why are you messing with me? No, I'm not. What do you mean no? If it's yes. I'm telling you for sure. No. But it's... I'm not voicing this. Oh, you're such a fool. Okay, I thought it was going to go on for longer than that. That's how you are now. I'm not talking to you then. You like it? Oh, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not listening to you. No, you do hear everything. Bear, 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 bear. Someone quick, do the thing. I don't have a toggle for it. So much of a help. I guess I will have to check both places. Where should I begin? Scribe's house. I wonder if I could have already went to the scribe's house. Which? There you are. There's no one else I can turn to, so please help me. It feels like there's a fiend inside of me. It won't let go. The damned one's got himself under my skin and sends me nightmares and trepidations. I'm sure it was Lika's doing again. He's always talking about that Lika. How will he pay me? I've nothing. I spent all my fangs on amulets. Messing with fiends for nothing? In no way. Please, please! Alright, I'll get you out of this mess. I'll keep it simple. With a little preparation and an incantation. I still need to find Iva. Close your eyes. Are you sure this is necessary? I'm scared! Yeah, close them already. Oh, I'm saying the words close your eyes. Close your eyes! I guess I do everything in order? Counterclockwise to spite the evil kin. What are you doing? Hush. Spirits from the fearsome wood, offspring of earth, intending no good. Fear the witch's restless wrath. Don't you dare to cross her path. I shall tear your feeble shell. I shall burn your body with fire. I shall break your malicious cell and scatter your ash in the ugliest mire. I will press this space bar whenever they come, because I hate fucking rhythm games, and yet I still play them and whatever rhymes with... No, I'm not saying that. And that's it. Oh, I feel better already. You're such a master. I don't even have anything to repay you with. At the very least, tell me, what's your name? My name's Mlenik. I'm Kyrphel. Nice to know you. I'll be going. May the earth cover your tracks. See you later. Does no one return the well wishes here? Bye. Little shit. You helping my brother, witch? That boy at the well. Was that your brother? That's him. You should stop doing that, you know. A fool like him can't accomplish a thing on his own. Despite my expectations, he's constantly being fussed over like a toddler. And he hasn't even been initiated yet. On his 13th summer. What kind of hunter will he make? I've made my point. From now on, I won't let you out of my sight. As if you'd do anything to me. She was blessed by the full moon. She sat silently for the longest time, watching the raging stream. It carried twigs and crashed over sharpest rocks. There was no end to her trembling, as she wasn't sure what lay ahead, and yet she remembered that she was named the Chosen One, and as such, she had no choice but to do what was necessary. Therefore, feeling the moon's soft gaze upon her shoulders, feeling her mother's touch, she threw herself into the stream. Did Elsa really do this for us? Of course. Would we have survived that spring if it weren't for her? Well, what's next? Don't stop. Amazing. The heiress of roots, hiding behind a mask, tells fables to children. And they don't even know who's behind that wooden mask. It's as if she's taken on a role of a benevolent spirit. Oh, how impatient you are. So Elsa found herself in the water. The stream immediately wrapped its cold fingers around her and dragged her far away. As she was being dragged by the river, she had lost track of time. A chill passed through her body as she felt the roaring waters touch her skin, felt her ornate bridesmaid dress being torn by the torrent of rocks and crooked branches, and got scared. How could she, the chosen maiden, stand before the bridegroom in such a state? What if he would reject this love? Suddenly, she saw a flock of small carp swimming nearby. Who are you, and what are you doing in our kingdom? The carp asked. I wish to see your king, the lord of the riverkin, the great Koluba. Take me to him. I will be his wife, replied Elsa. Your attire is quite unfit, the carps told her, as they presented her with a crown of white lilies and a dress of river mud, saying, When you stand before the Lord, tell him that the sons of the rivers have blessed you with these gifts. She felt the river flow change, and the waters became softer and warmer. Long or short, they swam through these waters, and at last they found themselves in a wide riverbed, and she saw the Lord of the River before her, who spread out wherever the eyes could reach. Who dares to disturb my river mouths? He said. You are not welcome here, child of the soil. Return to your solid surface. Elsa remembered the magic words that she should say. The chosen of the earth has descended into the deep waters. She stands before you honest and innocent. I bear the gifts of your sons, and so you will listen. Your will is strong. Speak, child. And then she lied to the Lord. tormenting her own soul. My mother is ill. The only medicine that she can get is seaweed from the river depths. I am ready to serve thee until I find it, but the earth only gave me 10 winters. On the 10th spring, I shall rise from the waters, and you will forget about me, as I will forget about you. Truly, your words are bitter, but your beauty is immense. Come closer, child of the mighty earth. He then embraced the young maiden firmly and said, Why don't you stay here? Be my wife. Keep my household. For all the rivers will obey you as they obey me. Share the bed with me, since I have been alone for 33 years, and therefore been wrathful. Dispel my anxieties, and enhance my joys, for the happier I am, the calmer my waters. We will live with you for good 10 years, and then you will return back to the sunlight and to your family. My faithful messengers, the carp, will bring any gifts of the rivers to your home, since these gifts will be yours by right. Elsa nodded in reply. They have lived happily ever after, and the river overflows every year, bringing the earth life-giving waters and a bountiful harvest. Such a happy ending. And when will she be born on the earth again? For 9 winters now she has been the wife of the great Coluber. This is her last year in the River Kingdom. Oh, Kyrphel, it is good to see you.
Are we done? Can we go?
We have some business to attend to, in case you've forgotten. That is something you do not forget. Dewberry, who's that? Do you know the witch? Yes, please, do not be afraid of her. She will not hurt anyone.
Like I wanted to.
I am burdened with unexpected chores today, and so I will have to leave. That is all right. We will continue soon. But you promised to tell us about the hero who stole the recipe of the black milk from Death herself. Yeah, we wanted to hear all about it. Yes, I have let you down. I'm sorry, but next time. But you said you were going to tell us today. That's what you said last time, word for word. Please, please. Kyrphel, can we stay a little longer? How can I let the little ones down like this?
Oh, fuck you. Just hurry up.
Oh, Imps be with you. Just hurry up. Yay! Well, tell us. Thank you. Now, hear to my words, you eager listeners. It will be brief, so don't get indignant. Once, a healer named Serdovek decided to find out why people die, and why they are born again every time. It was then that he decided to head out to the kingdom of the sleeping death, since this is surely where her secrets are hidden. 3 pairs of wooden boots, 3 iron staves, and 3 stone buns were given to him by his friends. His friends were apparently not very nice people, considering usually the buns would be made of bread, but that's okay. At dawn, he spoke to the sun. Great star, a symbol of rebirth, I command you, show me the way of the kingdom of the sleeping mistress. And it answered, I will show you the way, brave young man. Follow me to the place where I've been buried 1,000 times. And he followed the sun into the sunset. 33 times the sun was born while he walked. 3 boots he stomped, 3 staves he broke, and all 3 buns he chewed. Then, just before the sunset, he came to a large foxhole in the ground. When he saw the sun sinking into the hole, he followed. Wow! There's a hole! Did you hear that? It's a foxhole! He was walking through the dark tunnels and heard, Oh, where are you, dear sister? The one who brings darkness. I've been following you for 100 years, but I still can't catch up. Suddenly, he found himself in a meadow. The sun was rising. Huge moles the size of a man then grabbed him and led him somewhere. They arrived at a huge golden palace and met the scrawny mistress. "What is your name, frail queen?" the hero asked straight away. "I am the mistress of disease, and you, I feel, are completely out of place here. Well, since you are here, you will be a servant of mine." "I am not here to serve. I know that you have a potion that can take a person's life. Give it to me, and I will never bother you again." "What an insolent fool," she said in anger. "Who are your manners, young man?
I got a demo reel that looks exactly like this.
You bring your stench into my palace and demand the queen's treasure? However," she said to the young man again, "help me. Catch the moon from the night sky. If you can do it in one night, you will get a vial of the potion so desired." She pulled a muddy vial out of her pocket. "Should you not make it, you will leave along with nothing." And the healer accepted the tempting offer. He did not know it just yet, that the wicked queen had deceived him. At sunset, he went out of the field with a sack that was 3 leagues deep and a harpoon that was 3 fathoms long. He then began to wait for the night star to come. Once the moon shone in the sky, he prepared to hit the target with his weapon. But as he swung, he heard her shrill whisper, "Don't touch me, Sir Devek. Your skilled hands are not trained to harm. The day will come when your mercy will be repaid." "Don't kill! Spare the moon! Don't say a word! Show respect for the storyteller! Shut up!" He spared the moon and returned to the mistress empty-handed. She was furious. For 3 days and 3 nights the earth's gut howled, while the evil queen threatened the healer with tortures that would follow for his insolence. "Wow!" And as the mistress reached out with her bony fingers to draw his soul, the red sun rose from the earth 3 times bright as usual, blinding the queen and her attendants. In a flash, Sir Devak rushed in and grabbed the priceless potion from her and ran after the waning sun to return from the underworld carrying the stolen treasure. This is how the story ends. Thank you for your attention. It is the time for me to leave. Thank you. Shall we meet you tomorrow? Of course. What would you do without me?
Jumps off the barrel. I love how these stories talk about killing the moon as if it's just some like kind of guy and not like an astral object partly responsible for light on Earth. Yeah, right. Just he went with a harpoon, but a big sack. Just gonna, yeah. I mean, a lot of folklore is about that. The stream in a nutshell, huh? What will you do without me?
I'm sorry for the delay, but thank you for allowing it.
Your fables are bad, and you should feel bad.
They are good fairy tales. They teach the kids the right things. Lead the way. For as long as the training continues, I am at your disposal. Can we come with you? No. Let's go to my hut and start learning the riches' rights even, and their lefts. Where are you heading? Oh, I don't know myself.
I do. There's a path right up there that I can go down. Fine. Game. You obviously want me to go to... Okay, fine. It's not your house, Kyrphel.
Let's see if you remember anything from what I taught you yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, ask. What did the sisters use pale tears for? They cleanse the gut of dirt, worms, and evil spirits. Once you take enough of them, the soul becomes at ease, making witchcraft stronger and removing poison from the body. And this is the main use, yes. Having consumed large amounts of them, you can get rid of everything that torments your soul and body, In this case, any illness leaves the suffering body. Good. Next question. What is the source of our witchcraft power? We draw it from the berries burning with sorcery. We feed the flame inside with them. Anyone born under the sorcerer's star carries the ember of this flame from birth.
Does that not mean that anyone can eat the berries and technically have a wee bit of, like, sorcery power?
You've captured the essence of magic very well. Good job. Do you remember the witch's rogue? Of course. The red ones. The ones that burn with a marvelous flame from within. That's right. How much are you allowed to take the first time? What takes you so long? Don't you dare to forget it. 1. I think the gods I was scared. Or 2? What? Surely you were referring to the lack of effect by not taking enough of them. On the other hand, eating too many is not allowed. Hence, 1 or 2. Dot. Isn't that right? I'm sorry,
Oh boy. No. I don't want to yell at her, or like, I don't want to... The bottom one is nicer because I'm not yelling. The berries are just Adderall. Yeah. Have you taken your witch's rogue today? I mean, she's right though, that's the thing, she's right. She remembered the question and then some.
You were wrong. It was a small mistake and yet one completely unforgivable. I tried to memorize everything.
Why am I such an asshole? Hello? I don't want to be so mean.
Not trying hard enough. Not hard enough. Please, do not yell. It's about your own safety, your own good health, for which you were so afraid yesterday. So it is 2 after all?
Oh, she's so cute. I can imagine her just like putting her fingers together like, so it was 2?
2? If you ate 2, you would burn your guts out. Oh my god, that is horrible. I apologize for the details, but there is no other way to explain the cost of a mistake to you. Make sure you understand that a novice should never eat more than 1 rogue at a time. Do you get it? Am I being too hard on her? All of this shouting, but is there a point?
Yes, yes, you're being very hard on her. Like, super hard. Stop being hard on her. Like, that's gonna be taken out.
But how else can I persuade her? She must know everything by heart or we're done for. Not. When the time comes, will you be by my side, protecting me from making an irreversible mistake? I'll do whatever I'm allowed to do. But you have to memorize even more diligently. If you are already struggling now, what will happen next? I have a lot more to tell you, so please pay attention. It is not just your life that's at stake. Once again, please forgive my poor memory and trembling in my voice. The things that you said are terrifying me so. There is no more room for doubt. I am confident. I will remember this time. It is the only way to overcome my fears.
Okay, let's continue going to the actual place we were apparently supposed to go to, because the game didn't want me to go there in the first place. Hello, tree. Bye, tree.
Here, sit on the bench. I will teach you the simplest recipes today. And I am memorizing. Yes, do not look at me like that. Only the witch dust will suffice. But we can briefly talk about something else first.
Witch dust.
This is the witch dust. We use it in almost every ritual, though it is the most important substance for us. Although it is easy to make, it takes a lot of time to do so. It is made by drying the fave leaves and grinding them. You can ask Liari for a mortar, adding salt, charcoal, and ground bone. Human bone, naturally. There are plenty of ways to get human bones. For example, you can ask Little Grave. She always has old remains in her pocket. Wait, the priestess keeps bones with her? All corpses are in her possession, and she has every right to do what she wants with them. I do not doubt that she has good intentions, but I still find this kind of savagery repugnant. What was I talking about? Oh, red bones. The earth from a dry field works just as effectively, probably because it has been saturated with the power of bones over the years. Pour it into a bag and shake gently, whispering words. Sapless grass, give me your thread. Open for me the eyes of the dead. I'll come in the morning, twigs in my grasp. The night scatters ashes, and burning won't last. Mother Nature bows to the spell. The plunging blade, and I'm not feeling well. The vicious dust shall make me mad. Blood and war reveal to the hag.
That's a really interesting spell. I mean, most of us come in the morning, but...
I think I've got it memorized. One more time. Fave leaves, ash, salt, and soil. Fave leaves, ash, salt, and soil. Does anything stick in your mind? Barely. Again? I don't get it. Explain yourself. I'm sorry, but it's not easy for me at all. As soon as I try to remember another piece of occult knowledge, you immediately move on to the next one. You're putting me on a great trial indeed. A great trial? This? Oh, how weak you are. Will you be able to pull it off when it's your turn to conjure? Please understand that I have to teach you everything, and the blame will fall entirely on me if you fail. I will try. Yeah, all determination is gone now.
Got the coin.
Have you ever seen such a thing? It is a copper wheel called a coin. I have read about them, minted many generations ago. No one knows how these talismans were used by the all-powerful ancestors. Since then, it has been infused with sorcerous power, and now helps us in rituals. Feel the chilling fire as you touch it. Goosebumps. I'm going to reveal one of the rituals. The ritual of luck, I think Lyra calls it. Take a good look at it. Study every scratch on its rib. Memorize the shimmering shades of its embossing. Have the image of it engraved in your memory. Throw the coin in the air, and then imagine it falling on one of the sides. You will be able to predict the side in advance if your will is strong enough. It is said that if you are able to predict the result 4 times in a row, you will be blessed with luck from now on. Overall, it is a great trinket, and we witches are the only one who have power over it. You could use some luck. I'll give it to you for a couple of days to learn. Thank you. I will definitely try the ritual. I need luck now. I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak. It's really difficult sometimes. I need luck now more than ever. Sometimes we enchant a bone and carve runes into it. An incantation for luck, for love, or for protection from evil forces can be placed on the bone. This is absolutely a bone and not a joint that's been rolled very weirdly. It must be worn continuously if it is to achieve the desired result, and it must touch a part of your skin and transmit to you part of the enchanted power. And that is why they are mostly worn as a necklace. Burdening your neck with dead remains. Disgusting. Why are you so squeamish, daughter of the earth? Dots. I'll tell you later what the incantations we whisper, and how we cut the runes. As you can imagine, it's not an easy process. I think it's time I told you how to use this witch dust. I'm ready to listen. First of all, I should tell about the prophecies. I can explain the rest later. It is time for you to learn about prophecies. How witch dust opens the veil of fate and shows us what is to come in the life of a particular soul. For witchcraft, you need only to have a vat of clean water, a pot, a jug, or a bucket. Anything will do. It is necessary to have a fragment of the person whose fate has been prophesied in the water before we begin. It doesn't matter whether it's saliva, blood, or sweat, just a drop is enough. It is important that an invisible bond is formed. Please stop once in a while. I'm sorry, but we can't afford it. Oh my god. First, you forcefully throw a handful of dust onto the surface of the water. Just a small one. You don't want to cover the entire surface. And then you say quietly, minigame? No, okay. Oh, Mother of Earth, reveal the fate of another. O Lord of Water, whisper your will to your daughter. That will be enough for a start. Whisper your will to your daughter. Then whisper your will to your daughter. Then whisper.
Maybe I can repeat myself to her and it'll be helpful for her.
O Mother of Earth, reveal the fate of another. O Lord of Daughter, Lord of Water even, whisper your will to your daughter. Nod. Okay. It is here where the challenge begins. If performed correctly, the gods will reveal to you the fate of the chosen person by making the dust fall in a specific way. It is up to you to interpret the shape. For now, I will teach you the simplest interpretations. Showing is easier than explaining. Take a look at the surface. I will try to make these shapes. The first one, a lot of scattered speckles without a clear outline. This is known as the scattering. It means that you can soon expect generous gifts from fate, a rich harvest, a successful hunt. There will be an abundance of everything you need. Having a wide scatter ensures unprecedented riches. However, if the scatter is composed of large lumps, then you are going to bite off more than you can chew, and consequently, you should expect trouble from the unexpected gifts of fate. Nod, nod. The next shape, the mask. It can be any large spot that's relatively round. The mask is a twofold figure. Just like yours, it's still unclear what you're hiding.
I'm flirting with it! I'm flirting with it!
The cutest face in the whole wide world. It would make even the moon jealous. That is probably true, if you pardon my arrogance.
Yeah. Lesbians, let's go!
It is time to accept that you will never see what lies beneath the mask. Only the horns that crown my head will allow me to open my face to the sunlight. To reveal it now would be as reckless an act as swallowing a dozen rogue berries at once. I hope that is clear. Whatever you say. So, the mask. It means that a secret that will soon be revealed and lead to irreversible changes. The holes in the mask are eyes. The more of them look out, the more people know about it. The more that they see, the scarier the truth. At the same time, the mask can signify the beginning of a new chapter of life. It can be a parting for the couple, or an early change for themselves or their loved ones. This is evidenced by a number of small, tiny-sized eyes. You can tell how soon these terrible changes will happen based on the shape of the mask and the position of the eyes. Usually, these masks are referred to as the eyes of the dead. Have you memorized it, or do we need to wait again? No need. Everything is trivial. Keep going. Right. This serpent is the simplest figure. It is obviously an elongated spot of dust. It foretells impending misfortune. The fewer spots around it, the worse is the trouble. The longer and more sinuous it is, the harder it will be to recover afterwards. The worst of all is when there is only the serpent on the surface. It is thus that the gods make it clear that man is now at the mercy of their fate for their deeds, and thus only the collapse of all hopes and dreams lies ahead.
That's on purpose. Absolutely, yeah.
I'm afraid that I might bring such a fate upon myself. You're doing the right thing. Why should you be punished like this? What if I misstep? Or worse, if I make an irreversible mistake by being here at this very moment? Oh no, it's too late to doubt now. Was it not fate that sent you here? The intricacies of fate are beyond our comprehension. Nevertheless, I suppose you are right. My apologies for being overcome with doubt once again. Will it ever stop? Well then, let's continue. There is another type of serpent, the one that bites itself on the tail, known as the ring, or the Ouroboros. In fact, it is a good omen. It means that good fortune awaits you. If the ring is uneven, there are difficulties that must be overcome in order to succeed. In a similar way, the fewer spots around, the greater the success will be. A wondrous omen, for life is a ring, no end and no beginning. Wondrous is an overstatement. In my experience, only one in a few dozen receives such an honor from their lords. What are the signs that are sent down to us more often than others? Bad ones, ever. Bad ones. Just like in my case. Why is it so? How come we are haunted by an evil fate? Perhaps the father of memory favors witches and is angry at how people treat us. And therefore he spoils the fate of anyone with a vile prejudice. It's every other one now. I do not think even the Lord of Waters can change a person's path. That thread is strung out before birth, and will always stay in place during the cycle of metempsychosis. I nearly had it, god damn it. You think, so you don't really know. That's it. We've been distracted by some nonsense. It's time to continue. Evil eye. Did you know that some of the jewelry that you wore in fear of my supposed maliciousness, is made to protect you from the evil eye? Everyone knows the evil eye hurts worse than a sharp spear. The evil eye is a fairy tale made up to smear our sisterhood. This kind of nonsense only encourages people to turn their backs on us. I thought it was just to scare the kids, but it turns out the mistress herself teaches it. Without a doubt, she knows all about it. These artifacts have been kept in my cell for dozens of winters, and I have worn them throughout many cycles. It is possible that the true intent of their creator has been lost to the ages, or the evil eye, a non-magical talent, may have faded into oblivion. It's about time these fairy tales faded into oblivion themselves. How many generations have we lived, and this nonsense still exists? Personally, I find it hard to believe that the evil eye is just a simpleton's fable. However, I understand your frustration. And someone will make more nonsense like this after our circle is gone.
The evil eye you fed kids to. Yes. Well, that was a spirit, and I didn't feed him. He just got mad at me.
Over time, perhaps our bones will be turned into magical trinkets. And the skull of the last witch. How does that sound? And my knuckles will be hanging around someone's neck too. Well, I hope everything is clear with the evil eye. Yes. I will tell you about curses. It's a pretty common thing. Witches both cast and lift them. Yes, I know that. Most often, we're asked to lift them when some fool wishes to curse his enemies and builds a pathetic imitation of a real altar. While it isn't very effective, it's still very unpleasant. Can we have fewer useless details? Well, fuck you too. Can we have less interruptions? Keep going. Okay, here is the curse ritual. We burn resinous incense and cleanse our hands with a special oil and slaughter a small lamb to appease the spirits. Remember, young blood has all of the power. It is important to extract as much of it as possible and put it on your hands and face. Once they smell young blood mixed with incense, the overwhelmed spirits will do anything for us. At that point, we hiccup, and then we instruct them to torment the unfortunate soul. Simple as that. Blood, oils, and incense are all we need for the ritual, and a hiccup. To keep the spirits alive, we place the fresh entrails under the window or on the doorstep of the poor soul. It is best to do both, of course. It's abominable. No. Abominable is when they tell you to lift the curse. When another fool suddenly... You have so much hatred for your neighbors. Not that much, actually. Anyway, after dispelling the curse, you'll have to bury the rotting intestines that are lying on the doorstep covered in maggots. Yuck! Yes, and with your own hands, without gloves. I'll tell you the incantations and details later. We've had enough for now. That is really enough. It looks like I'm about to... It went away, I think. Great. Let's move on to the next topic. There's still a lot to learn today.
Lessons continue until the evening. Leah doesn't have to speak, though. Thank fuck.
Let's see if anything has gotten into your memory after all. I must be very strict. Otherwise, Ivor will never understand the responsibility. The mask. Tell me about the sign. The mask marks the beginning of a new life. A great loss. A significant change. Or the obtaining of a new body. All of the holes in it are eyes. Dots. Go on. Dots. Oh, let's not do that. Dots. Dots. I don't remember. Oh my god, what am I going to do with you? I apologize. I tried my best. It is simply not possible for me to memorize such a vast amount of occult knowledge in such a short time of period. Period of short time.
Hell, short period of time. Fucking hell, yeah.
I have to put up with such a fool. Is the father of wisdom testing my patience? Oh, I'm afraid I will fail. Do not be angry.
Oh, she's gonna be really... We're gonna end up making her angry if we're mean to her, but she needs to understand. But like... Where's the option for I will tell you again? Like... You are short. You're mean. I want to be nice.
What is witch dust made of? Dots. Dots. Really? Pray, forgive me. I am not up to it. The ground father. Ashes, salt, and earth. Is it so hard to remember?
Why did that go down?
It might be that I am truly a stranger to the path of the sorceress. This way of the father of wisdom lets me realize my mistake and get back on the right track. It is the fear of the unknown that speaks in you. Spirits whisper nonsense, trying to tarnish your fate.
Oh no.
Tarnished. Oh no. It could be a good omen from the Lord of Waters. Could it be? Could it? Oh, how could I avoid making an irreversible mistake? What should I listen to?
What? How's that?
let's keep going. Do you remember how to use the coin? I should rub it in order to gain the favor of the Lord? I see. There is a mess in your head. We're done for. It's time to crawl inside our bed and then wait for the inevitable end. Wrong. Where did you even get that nonsense? I apologize. I guess some facts got tangled up in... Oh, I just remember. Predicting the side of a tossed coin can bring good luck.
Kyrphel's one mistake away from you should curse yourself right now.
Oh, really? So the end of the world is postponed?
I'm not gonna pat you on the head. Why not?
Right. You're putting at least something in your head. That's good. Let's move on.
What?
You realize you need to do better, don't you?
I mean, both of those options fucking sucked. What was I supposed to do?
You must have thought I would absorb knowledge like a woolen fiber absorbs water. Not at all. You're asking too much. Yes, I do ask a lot of you, but it's all too important, don't you realize? I will not tolerate any excuses.
Oh, for fuck's sake, come on.
I am closer to the gods by birthright, but my power is not unlimited. You can tell me to memorize, but I am unable to do so. No one is.
You should be more compassionate. I'm trying. I'm trying, so there's no option to be more compassionate. Like, all of these options are, look, I've tried, honey, and then the other option is, you're a worthless bitch. Like, what are my options here? Like, do I really want to fucking insult her? That's not gonna make it go up, is it? Like,
I've repeated everything several times. Is that not enough?
Option 1, you suck. Option 2, you really suck. But with like a bitch at the end.
What's he? No. You see how hard this is for me. Give me a helping hand. Please, repeat even a sliver of this knowledge. Okay. I guess I was really too harsh. But... swear upon the skies that you will help my father in the words. Swear that you will not judge me so harshly.
None.
I swear. You must understand that if the clouds whisper to me of your deception, I will forget my own promises and leave the witches forever. Earth knows I don't want that to happen. Oh, now you feel the power. You realize we can't do without you. That's right. I didn't expect anything else. I have a chance to ruin another mistress' attitude toward witches forever. It is the kind of risk that fills my heart with incoherent trepidation. I cannot wait for this to be over. In truth, I went against my mother's wishes. She knows I was leaving the cell. Oh, damn it, this is the last thing we need. If I continue disobeying, she will close the shutters and keep the joy of sunlight away from me. This is why it has been difficult for me to pay attention to your teachings. Rejoice, for now the lessons are finished. And that should be enough for your initiation tomorrow. Initiation tomorrow? Oh, good lords, I still know nothing about the rites. The initiation is not to be known in advance. You will go there with a pure heart and in complete darkness. Oh my gods. I remember my own heart breaking out in terror, as if escaping from the cage. The initiation is not easy, but if I, a sickly rag, can survive, you can too. Oh, lords, protect her. Eat nothing but steamed milk until tomorrow night. You should sleep well tonight, but do not lie down the next day. Wait for me to come. Nod. Little Grave will take you to the thicket. What? Oh, yes, the priestess, of course. Astounding. Yesterday she was a powerful heiress, but that's all gone now. Now she is just a frightened little wormwood girl. You always remind me, you remind me of a wormwood sprout. Always bitter and scared. What kind of comparison is that? I don't like that sort of thing. We have nothing in common, isn't it? Answered exactly like wormwood would. Enough! It is not funny, and I do not look anything like... dots. Kyrphel, I am truly terrified now. See how my fingers tremble. Do not let fear hinder our cause. But if I let the witches down? Ah, this again. How long can you doubt? You won't. I have faith in you. I will try. I really will. That's right. Doubts away, leaving only determination. Doubts away. Dots. Okay. Is it? Wait, did we? Oh, yeah, we finished chapter 6. Let's go.